A solid drive here has this offense in really good position. Can they finish the drive off? Let's find out. It's 1st and 10 inside the red zone. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. This offense has marched the ball down the field nicely. In good position, can they finish the drive off? 1st and 10 in the red zone. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. This is caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his 25th touchdown. Nothing to lose now. This offense forced to go for it. Down a bunch here in the fourth quarter. They snap it to Fields. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. A lot of points put on the board so far by this offense. Now they're looking for more. Already winning here in the second half. Ball in the red zone. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. They'll try and run for it. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. It's a 2-score game in the fourth quarter. Onside kick coming up, and the kicking team desperately needs the football. And this will be recovered by the Giants, and that ought to just about do it. They knew they needed a miracle. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Giants, the win moves them to 12-1 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Big D to take on the Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, it's going to all but eliminate them from the playoff picture as they fall to 5-8. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the Cleveland Browns.
Back in Week 11, the Giants dominated their first matchup against the Cowboys. Can Dallas even the score? The answer comes your way next on Madden NFL 22.
Now this, a very short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, these two division rivals, the schedule maker gave them a couple of second-half meetings this year. They met for the first time back in Week 11, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. To throw on 2nd and 10, Tannehill. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Here's Tannehill. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now here's a handoff out of the gun. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain, the next 2 to 3 seconds to continue to move people.
The numbers there for Kamara from a week ago. 11 carries, 52 yards. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
They look like a team that really emphasized the running game in the offseason. They were going to build around it. Didn't matter whether they're going to run gap scheme, power scheme, whatever. They've got a runner who finds yardage if you give him just a little bit of space.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. A give. This is Kamara. Bulldozes past him. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Throwing now is Lance. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And the Giants are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. So 1st and goal now from the 7-yard line. Here's Lance to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. So 1st down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And he's got his man in stride, complete. The 10-yard completion, but still now facing 3rd and goal. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A great play there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Giants are going to take a first-quarter lead. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Taken from about the 12. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
On 2nd and 9, Tannehill. Got a man, that's Richie James. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. That'd be ideal.
Lance now on 1st down. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the 1st quarter. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. He's going to let it go again. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Lance being chased out left. And that will be incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
Flushed out right. And that is caught. He's got his running back downfield. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 47 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. His first carry of their 2nd drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their 1st drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
And just a couple yards there down to the 17. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the 1st on 3rd. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They'll run it with Kamara, and he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Giants add on to their lead. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Cowboy offense heading out. Let's take a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Tannehill. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now a toss left side for Dobbins. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with to have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team would say, hey, yeah, we called him the disruptor, and that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Just 34 yards on the punt there. No return. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive.
And this is taken in at the 5. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for the Giants. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're
without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Now we got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. A great effort there. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. A drive there of just 4 plays, and it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. Thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now Tannehill. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. That's caught. It's DeMarcus Robinson. Touchdown, Cowboys. DeMarcus Robinson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. point after, right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he's able to get it up close to the 35, but hang on here. Penalty marker down. This one might be going the other way. So that will push him back.
And now we know why I have a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back. That penalty will move them back.
Hands it off out of the gun. Big hold of the 30. And finally brought down at the 34-yard line. 80 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Lance. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And he's finally taken down, but not before he reaches the 14. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Tannehill's throw here taken in by Gesicki. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. The final shot here before the break. Tannehill. Throw left side complete. That's Robinson. Now Robinson coughs up the football. It's loose. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. But they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play. So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top. All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. This is taken just shy of the 10. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield. And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A big connection on that one. 35 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. He'll try again. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. 3rd and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. They'll try to run it in. It's Kamara. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Alvin Kamara with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. We'll check on his status when we get back. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
And that's on the guard, Cody Ford.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Now a handoff for Dobbins.
And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. Out of the gun, Tannehill. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Picked up by Pete Werner.
And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line here. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Here's Tannehill. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
56. Mike, 56. Right there.
Tannehill now to throw. Man open is Robinson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. On 1st down, Tannehill. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 15-yard line. From the red zone now, Tannehill. James has got it. Complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
Well, they certainly haven't been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after them now.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Tannehill. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Jacoby Myers, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys are able to make things a bit more respectable. Extra point forthcoming. And that'll cut the lead down to 28. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From the 10. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Still comfortably on top, 3rd quarter, as they start things here with a 1st and 10. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Arlington. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Off of play action, here's Lance. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. The one thing we both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 72 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. They'll run. This is Kamara. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Giants on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Kamara. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And he'll get this awfully close to a 1st down. Boy, that's going to be a razor-thin measurement, but I don't think he got there. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Thought they might throw the football with a little chunk that they had remaining on 4th down, but they ran it. They got it.
And the reason they were able to get it done, he ran that play with conviction, didn't he? Understood he would get a little bit of help from his friends up front, but it was really on him to go ahead and make the power move and get it done, and that he did.
They'll try again.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. He is marked down right about on top of that imaginary yellow line, but they say he's a bit short. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Here we go with Kamara, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, this defense held out as long as they could, but ultimately the running game wears them down from the 1-yard line.
And that gets set up throughout the entire drive, doesn't it? And when you put those big bodies and determination into that carry, the end result, touchdown.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
9 yards, and that leaves them just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. To the air again, Tannehill.
He gets this underneath to Dobbins. Dobbins hit and he fumbles.
And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted.
picked off near the 42. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Throwing on third down, Tannehill. Now a desperation throw deep downfield and unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the fourth time today. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. And New York set to take the field. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the fourth. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big play there for the Giants.
Even with the big lead here in the fourth, it still bombs away. And frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
He's got his man on the crossing route. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Lance looking to throw it. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Lutz with the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. One last throw here for Tannehill. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And the Cowboys come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Giants, they continue to make their case as a Super Bowl favorite as they move to 13-1. And they will head home next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for Dallas, their slim playoff hopes are gone now as they fall to 5-9. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Carolina Panthers.